Hello guys and welcome back to another video. It's the next race. We are racing at... I still can't remember what the track is called. I even saw it on the screen right before. But it's the next race. We have some money to spend, so we upgrade our powertrain development just to get some more resource point generation to upgrade our car faster, because we really need it. So yeah, we need to upgrade our facility as we go into the next race. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and if you're not new to the channel, welcome back to another video. Last race was around Monaco and it went pretty well, but we used our old engine and we have to switch to a newer engine for this race because it's a very power consuming race compared to Monaco. As you could see in the real life race in, I think it was 2019, Ricciardo could race, like, he could keep P1, and he didn't even have his electrical engine the last part of the race, and he was just forming a train and he still won, even though he had like only half of the engine left. So yeah, we didn't use the freshest engine in the last race, but now we can use it in this race, so it's even better for us. As you can see, we are the third fastest car on the grid. If you look at only the development of the car, we still have a pretty bad teammate. In the future, I think as I said in a few videos back, I'm going to focus on develop our practice facility for my second driver, Mick Schumacher. But yeah, jumping right into qualifying. Let's see how it goes. We get a 20 place grid penalty. We already knew that, but we're just going through this lap just to see where our pace is. We have already done the practice sessions and gained our resource points, so we can upgrade the car after the weekend. But yeah, let's see how we finish in this qualifying session. Even though we haven't, even though we have a 20 place grid penalty. But going through the first sector now, you can see that Bottas is actually way ahead of us. You will see that in the next few videos as well, because yeah, Mercedes is just so hard to catch in the development department of the game. But let's see, cutting on later to the lap, we go on to the last straight now, trying to get the best exits as possible, going into 5th gear, 6th gear and 7th gear. Going through this, actually I think it's the fastest chicane in the entire world. You go full speed, 300 kilometers an hour through a fast chicane. Please leave a like for that. We open the RS and let's see where we finish. We go 340 kilometers an hour over the finish line, and let's see where we finish in this qualifying session. Yeah, P22, of course, but let's see when we go out of the car and let's see where the pace was. We were actually the slowest car on the track. So yeah, even though we didn't have a 20 place grid penalty, we would have started in the back as well. So it was good that we took the new gearbox and the new parts. But yeah, going into this race, we have two strategies, and we are going for the hard to medium tires, just to be able to push throughout the whole race. But there's 5 red lights now, and we are off, and we get off to a really bad start, but you could expect that from the hard tires. But let's see what we can do into turn 1. Maybe we can go around the outside of Latifi and Grosjean, actually Magnussen, and we do that. So we're in P2P20 now, as we dive up the inside of 3 people there, and are right behind Giovinazzi, going on to the first back straight of this track. We into P17 at the moment, and let's see what we can do here on the first lap. We tried to go defensive as Kvyat dived up the inside of us. We tried to stick it around the outside, but we couldn't make it stick, and we into P18 now, right behind Kvyat, and our teammate Schumacher is right behind us as well. So let's see if we can catch up to Kvyat before this the big straight finish line. there is on this track. We got a bit of oversteer, that's to expected from these tires around this track. We have a very low downforce setup on. I think it's the lowest downforce default setup you can get, and as well as the hard tires. So it's expected to get a bit of oversteer, be slow through corners, but we should be very fast on the straights. But going into the last sector now, braking him very hard into this left corner, trying to hit the curb as hard as possible just to get the better exit out of the corner. But going on to this corner here, this corner is so important. If you get a better exit as I did there, you probably won't overtake the car in front of you, because he would get a better exit and he's just gone, because it's just full speed from that corner until the end of the straight. But we in the slipstream now, going up the inside of Kvyat, going side by side on the start finish straight. And can we overtake him into the first corner? It looks like it, and we dive down the inside. We go side by side through the corner, but we just squeeze him out, and we into P17 now. Cutting on to lap 14 now. We actually in P4 now, because a lot of people have pitted, and I have to pit as well now. So Hamilton just overtakes us as we open DRS, and we dive into the pits, going as fast as possible through this pit entrance and braking as late as possible, just going under 80 kilometers an hour, and we into the pits. We got a 1.8 second pit stop in the last race. Let's see how fast my pit crew can change my tires in this pit stop. Let's see. Still fast, 2.6 seconds. I'm really happy with that. We went a bit wide in the exit of the pit lane, but we just got a warning, not a penalty, so we just got away with that. We came out right behind Giovinazzi, and he is on the hard tires. I'm on the medium tires, so I should catch him, as I do now. I'm right behind him. I'm trying to find a way past him, but it's so hard. It's so the track is so tight, and you have to be very delicate on the front, as well as turn in to not lose the car. But going into the last sector now, I'm shaping up a move onto the last straight of the track. Let's see if I can do it. I have the fresher tires, I have the softer tires. Let's see when we go onto the straight. Just a bit of wheel spin, not much, and we get a very good exit out of the corner. We're right behind the Alfa Romeo car of Giovinazzi with a Ferrari engine, and let's see what we can do in the slipstream. He's actually gaining on us. He's just driving away from us, but we use all our ERS and DRS system, and let's see if we can dive up the inside on the fresh tires. We tried to do it, and we actually do it. We just lock up the front left tire, and we into P14 now. Very good move there from us, I must say so myself. And cutting on to lap 16 now, we're right behind Grosjean and Gasly, and let's see if you can shape up the same move. He's also in a Ferrari powered engine, so let's see what we can do. We're into rich mix now, just in the slipstream. Maybe we can over DRS now, and we do, and we just overtake him actually earlier than the lap before, and we're into P13 now, right behind Gasly. He's also on the harder tires, so let's see if we can get rid of him fast, so we can catch up to Raikkonen ahead. And cutting on to lap 17 now on the back straight. Let's see if we can dive down the inside of this corner, and we do. We just managed to overtake him there without locking up the tires, and we're into P12 now. 2 positions away from points, and Raikkonen and Ricciardo is ahead. And cutting on to lap 23 now, we're right behind Raikkonen. There's a few people that has pitted, so we're actually into P8. That is points for us. That is points around this high-speed track. And we're right behind Raikkonen. Going on the end of lap 23, ahead of us, Raikkonen is catching up to Ricciardo, and he's trying to overtake him actually. Just going around the outside. Let's see if he can overtake Raikkonen, and he does. And Raikkonen is into P6 now, and Ricciardo is down into P7. So we have to overtake Ricciardo very fast, and we try to do it on this straight. We open the DRS, we're in the slipstream, we use our ERS system, and going into rich mix. And let's see, we just go around the outside of him, braking into this corner. We go side by side into the corner, trying to go around the outside, and we just make it stick into that corner, and we're into P7 now, and Raikkonen is ahead. Let's see what we can do now, cutting on to the last, actually the second last lap, but on the last lap now. Let's see if we can shape up a move. We go into the first corner now, into third gear, trying to not go into second gear, because second gear is equal to wheel spin, and I don't want any wheel spin. I want the tires to be in optimal temperature to shape up a move to Raikkonen. Maybe we can get him down into this corner, but we're too far back, and yeah, we're just running out of time. We're running out of time to overtake Raikkonen, even though I think with a few laps more I could have overtaken him easily. But let's see what we can do now. Going into the second sector now, we're on the fresh, actually the older tires, both the older tires and the softer tires, so the tires are very worn at the moment. Raikkonen is on the fresher tires, but somehow we managed to have a really good pace on these tires throughout the whole stint, and we're actually right behind him now. He's slowing down. I don't know if he has an issue or something, but we're on the last lap now, going onto the back straight here. He's actually going away from us now. He's 4 tenths ahead, but we brake as late as possible, missing the curb there, because I've actually figured out that it was faster to miss it. So I'm doing that, and going on to the last straight now. He's actually 6 tenths ahead of us, but we use all our ERS system, and Rich mix. Let's see, in the slipstream he gets a bit of oversteer out of that chicane corner. We're actually gaining on him, and we open the DRS, and it's the final straight, and we actually into P6 there. We overtook him on the final straight just before the finish line, and we are into P6. A very good position for us. That doesn't reflect on what the car can do, but it's just a very good strategy from us, doing the one stop and staying out of trouble. So Ferrari won the race, and that's to expect it in this game. The Ferrari has a very powerful engine, even though it's so slow in real life. But yeah, everyone thought that that Ferrari had a very powerful engine, as they had last year, but as well as Coachmaster thought it clearly, as they have a very powerful engine in this game. They will probably update that later and fix it, but at the moment still very powerful. But that's P6 for us. Let's see where our teammate finished. I hope that he finished high up the rankings, but it doesn't look like it. Let's see the standings. We're into P10 now, actually, in the championship. So we're actually only 10 points, around 10 points behind Ricciardo. So let's see if we can get, in the next few races, get in front of Ricciardo in the championship. But there's an interview after the race.
How's your grid penalty going to affect your strategy going into the race?
Yeah, I didn't want to be stuck in traffic. It just made the whole race a lot harder. If I got stuck in traffic, but I actually went through the traffic pretty fast. I think that was the main reason I finished that high, because if I didn't overtake the cars that I overtook on the first lap, I would probably be stuck out of the points at the end of the race. But yeah, Antonio, yeah, that wasn't close. I actually overtook him pretty easily. But yeah, nice interview there. Next race, I think the next race is Monza. I can't remember. But we won the rivalry with Giovinazzi, so we have to find a new rival soon. We're still in front of Schumacher at the moment. He has to be a lot better if he wants to stay in the team for next year. He's doing so bad at the moment, and that's not ideal at all. So yeah, that was the race today. Thank you very much for watching. As said in the start, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, it helps out a lot. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.